for a 2-minute opening statement.
Thank you, Dennis. My name is Luke Coletti. I went through all the PG schools, including Robert Down. I think the last time I was here, though, I was watching a moon landing, so it's been a while. But I am glad to be here. I am running for re-election because I want to continue to preserve the residential character of our community and the unique quality of life we share. I will represent the interests of residents and neighborhoods, protect our natural environment, pursue affordable housing opportunities, and help our managers and consultants understand the needs and values of our community. As I mentioned, I'm a lifelong resident of Pacific Grove and current City Council member. For the past 4 years, I have diligently pursued policies and reforms to provide Pacific Grove residents a more responsive local government. This includes my work on the council subcommittee to select a new city manager. I have authored over a dozen ordinances and policies covering government reform, the environment, land use, transparency, and finance. Prior to being elected to the City Council, I helped author Measure M, a successful citizens initiative that limits short-term vacation rentals. As far as priorities, we must prioritize the upkeep of our city, including our business districts. This means better maintenance, landscaping, and repair of city assets. We must improve our roads and sidewalks and promote traffic safety. It's time to get back to the basics. And in addition to that, I think we do need to prioritize our recreation program. Growing up in Pacific Grove, we had an outstanding recreation program. I mean, from day to evening, the kids were able to engage and get things, a lot of exciting activities. We had a rec club that was well-staffed and the kids would participate in. So that's something the city could collaborate with the school districts to bring back, because I think that really is lacking from what I remember. Thank you.
But what is your commitment to attendance as a member of the City Council?
Well, I have 100% perfect attendance on council, so that's a gold star for me. But more than being just there, you have to be present.
Yeah.
And being present means being well prepared. And I think that's kind of what I'm known for. I'm known for doing the research necessary for helping direct council, because I can ask the questions based on the research I've done that help drives the council discussion. It may not necessarily go the way I wanted, but oftentimes it actually does. And I think that's what's more important, is being present based on doing the research before the meeting.
So my question is one asked to the mayors: when faced with a decision where public opinion is divided, how do you ensure your decision aligns with your leadership values while considering the community's needs?
I think this is very similar to the last question, actually, and it's about being prepared. So disagreement with information, a reasoned discussion about facts, that's great. That's what we need. We need more of it. It's when you kind of get into disagreements about opinion, not necessarily being well informed, that things get off the tracks. And so I advocate for doing the research before the meeting, because once you're up on the dais, it's a very different environment, and there's not as much opportunity just to maybe relax, let yourself be maybe a little more exposed in exposing, in espousing your ideas and whatnot. So the best thing you can do is to have preparation. And then you can have a discussion with your colleagues. And disagreement's fine. To be quite honest, this current council, we're very respectful of each other. I always listen. And if there's good information, I always let the best idea win. And I think that's key.
My question is, how would you promote our city as a more family-friendly community, and what specific initiatives would you champion to support working families and their children?
Well, rec programs. We used to have it nailed when I was growing up. not so much anymore. And it was very much a collaborative effort between the school district and the city. And I think we have the model figured out. It's just for some reason we haven't been able to reestablish that cooperation, that vision that used to exist in the city to help basically engage our kids. And I think also, you know, the city, it was brought up in an earlier session about an arts program. Well, you know, the city actually has on the books an arts commission. We just don't staff it. We don't appoint people from the city to be on our arts commission. And if there's one thing that can bridge, you know, generations, it's the arts. So I would like to see the city once again reactivate the arts commission to also collaborate with the school district on that, and also just bring back more rec programs. It's really that simple.
Okay, thank you for that round of questions. We're now going to the closing statements. It will start with Paul, then go to Tina, Chaps, and with Luke.
Well, first I want to, again, I want to thank the youth ambassadors. I'm a big supporter, and Michelle Evans and Christine Gruber have done a fantastic job guiding these children through their high school years, and they've been a tremendous asset to the community, and I thank them. My father, I mentioned, I think maybe my father taught in the school district. He was one of the co-founders of Community Centered High School, so I've got a very deep respect for the character that comes out of the community through our school districts, and I certainly support it. I also want to recognize that this council, over the past 4 years, while I've been on council, has done a tremendous amount of good. We've hired a new city manager, we've hired a new city attorney, and we've turned the ship around. And I want to spend the next 4 years helping the new city manager deliver the basic services that you pay through your tax dollars and have an expectation. I think there's been a backlog. There's been a lot of things that haven't gotten done, and I'm committed to seeing that they do get done, and our new city manager as well. And I am a big supporter of Measure Z. More is not always better. Thank you.
Thank you very much.